What if the tragic news of Princess Diana's death had started with something as simple as a phone call? A call that began with the words, "There's been a bit of a bump." But as that night unfolded, the world would soon learn that this bump was far more devastating than anyone could have imagined. What really happened on that fateful night in Paris? Let's dive into the details of that unforgettable evening, as remembered by a royal expert who had spoken with Diana just weeks before. It was a quiet Saturday night on August 30th, 1997. Charles Ray, a seasoned royal correspondent, had just returned home after watching a light-hearted film, The Full Monty. Little did he know, that night would mark the beginning of one of the darkest moments in modern royal history. As Ray stepped into his home, his phone rang. A contact was on the line, mentioning a minor car accident involving Princess Diana. "There's been a bit of a bump," the caller said. But as more details trickled in throughout the night, it became clear that this was no ordinary accident. Princess Diana, alongside Dodi Al-Fayed, her chauffeur Henri Paul, and bodyguard Trevor Rees-Jones, had just left the Ritz Hotel in Paris. Their destination, unknown, but their fate was sealed. The car, a black Mercedes 280 SL, sped through the Pont d'Alma tunnel. What followed was a horrific crash that claimed the lives of both Dodi and Henri instantly. Diana was gravely injured, and despite the best efforts of medical professionals, she was pronounced dead at 4 a.m. French time. Ray's phone didn't stop ringing that night. Every call brought more grim updates. The initial news of a bump quickly escalated into a full-blown catastrophe. By 3 a.m., Ray received the call he had been dreading: Diana was gone. The official announcement from the British Foreign Secretary, Robin Cook, followed shortly after, confirming what the world feared. For the next 8 days, Ray worked tirelessly, covering every detail of the tragedy that had shocked the globe. Ray wasn't just a reporter, he had known Diana personally. Although not a close friend, their interactions over the years had built a mutual respect. Ray's memories of their conversations lingered, especially his last encounter with her in Saint-Tropez, just weeks before the accident. Diana had been on holiday with her sons, William and Harry, at the luxurious villa of Mohammed Al-Fayed, Dodi's father. It was a picture-perfect setting, yet Ray noticed something unsettling during that trip. Diana, usually calm and composed, was visibly agitated. She was spotted on a balcony, gesturing wildly while on a phone call. Moments later, she abruptly ended the call, stormed down to a waiting speedboat, and approached Ray's vessel. Her demeanor had shifted dramatically, something was clearly bothering her. Before leaving, she dropped a cryptic hint: "You are going to get a big surprise with the next thing I do." What did she mean by that? Unfortunately, the answer to that question was lost with her that tragic night in Paris. In the aftermath of the crash, investigations revealed that Henri Paul, the driver, had been drinking heavily before getting behind the wheel. He was not supposed to be on duty that night, but for reasons still unclear, he was driving the car. The inquest confirmed that his blood alcohol levels were significantly over the legal limit, and his reckless driving at high speeds led to the fatal crash. Many believe that if Diana's usual police bodyguards had been present, the outcome might have been different. However, following her separation from Prince Charles, Diana had requested the removal of her royal protection, a decision that ultimately left her vulnerable on that tragic night. Charles Ray, reflecting on that night, couldn't shake the sadness and anger that Diana was taken so young. The memories of their last conversation, the tragic events of August 30th, and the chaotic aftermath still haunt him. Princess Diana was more than just a royal, she was a beloved figure whose life was cut short far too soon. And that's a wrap for today's video. Princess Diana's story remains a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the impact of her loss on the world. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up. Stay tuned for more deep dives into royal history. I'm from AU News, and we'll see you in the next one.